Welcome back. Welcome back, home loan shoppers. Welcome to Chapter 1, Section 3, choosing the interest rate that is right for you. If you just happen to stumble across this video, this is one video in a series of videos that make up a course on how to shop for a home loan. In the description of this video, you will see the course outline, the one that's next to my head right now. And this course outline is hyperlinked, so you can jump to any part of the course that you would like to. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Chapter 1, Section 3, choosing the rate that is right for you. The scenarios that you see next to my head, these are all related. I'm going to read through these and show you how. Okay, so you refinance into a 6.875 rate with $4,500 in closing fees in scenario 1. This rate saves you $208 per month in interest. The interest savings pays for the $4,500 in loan fees in 21 months, the break-even point. So there are a few ways to determine a net tangible benefit or benefit to doing the loan. And one of those ways is calculating the break-even point, either based on the payment savings or an interest savings. So in this scenario, we're doing it based on an interest savings, and it's really easy to do. The loan costs $4,500 in fees. It saves $208 per month in interest. So I just divided the $4,500 by the $208 per month in interest. That came out to be 21 months, the break-even point. So in other words, the break-even point is the month where the fees that you paid for the loan are paid for by the savings that you're getting from the loan. So in this case, in 21 months, that adds up to $4,500. So the fees are paid for, and after that point, the money goes into your pocket. That's another way of wording it. After 21 months, the $208 in interest goes into your pocket. All right, so let's finish up the scenario. You plan on living in the home for another 2 to 5 years. So the monthly interest savings will put $624 in your pocket if you stay in there for just 2 more years. And if you stay in there for 5 years, it'll put $8,112 in your pocket. So again, I just took the $208 per month and multiplied it by the number of months left in the 2 years after the 21 months break-even point. And so the savings came out to be $624. And you can see over 5 years, it's $8,112 in your pocket. Okay. So now in the next scenario, it's the same thing with the little twist. You refinance into a 6.875 interest rate with $4,500 in closing fees. This rate lowers your monthly payment by $154. So now on this one, we're looking at it based on a monthly payment, not on an interest savings, because it all depends on what's important to you. What's relative to you. For example, you could get a 10 or 15 year loan with a lower interest rate in that shorter term, and it saves you a ton of money, an absolute crap ton of money. But the 10 or 15 year payment might be too high for you, like it is for a lot of people. That's why a lot of people do a 30-year loan, even though the 10 and 15-year loans save so much more in interest. So in this scenario, this is a payment savings. So I'll go ahead and continue. The monthly saving pays for the $4,500 in closing fees in 29 months. I did it the same way. I took the $4,500, divided that by the $154 per month savings. That came out to be 29 months. The break-even point, or in other words, the $4,500 in closing fees gets paid for by the $154 a month payment savings in 29 months. After that point, that $154 is going into your pocket. So the monthly payment savings will put $6,006 in your pocket if you stay in there for 5 years, and nothing in your pocket if you stay in there for 2 years, because the loan doesn't break even until 29 months. If you stay in there for 2 years, only 24 months, the loan never breaks even. So you don't profit in that scenario if you stay in there only 2 years. All right. Scenario number 3. you refinance into a 7.25 interest rate. So a higher interest rate here in this scenario, but no closing fees. This rate lowers your payment by $102 a month. Now, again, we are now looking at a payment savings, and you plan on living in the home for another 2 to 5 years. This loan will put $2,448 in your pocket at 2 years and $6,120 in your pocket at 5 years. So, like I'm going to show you in the one of the following chapters, a solid loan originator, that's the person that you're working with that does your applications and negotiates the terms of the loan with you, your loan originator. An experienced loan originator is going to always give you more than one option. They're not just going to shove one interest rate down your throat. So if they do not, well, you need to ask for that. I'm going to show you how to do that. From the first company that you get your quote from, you are going to ask for 2 options, and one option with little or no closing fees, and one option with closing fees. Again, even though a skilled loan originator is going to automatically do that for you, just in case they don't, you want to ask for that. And I'm going to show you that in the following chapters here. So they always should give you 2 options. And in this case, you ask for one with little or no closing fees and one with closing fees, so you can compare. So you probably already determined on your own that in this scenario, if you're staying in there for 2 years, even though that 6.875 interest rate sounds great, from a payment standpoint, it's going to be better to go with the 7.25 rate that has no closing fees. And check this out, even look at the 5-year mark. If you're looking at this from a payment perspective, look at that. At 5 years, it's $6,006 on the 6.875 and $6,120 on the 7.25. So even at the 5 years, the 7.25 edges it out. Now, of course, after that, if you're staying in there longer, that's where the 6.875 rate is going to start kicking butt. The lower rate usually always wins in the long run. So after that 5-year mark, the 6.875 rate catches up and then passes it up with the savings there. So you can see just with these 3 scenarios, it's not always a matter of just choosing the lower rate. You have to choose the rate that's going to be right for your scenario. And of course, there's other scenarios than these 3, but I wanted to use these 3 this is the easiest way to describe it. And these are actually real live figures that I've done over the years. Now, I do want to mention one thing. Your tangible benefit is not always going to be based on a monthly interest savings or a monthly payment savings. Think about a situation where, and this is another real life situation, a person was paying the IRS around $30-something thousand, and they needed a new vehicle. Their vehicle took a crap. Talk about when it rains, it pours. So you got the IRS on their butt, and you need another vehicle. So they purchased a vehicle that was like only a couple years old, so still in great condition, still under warranty, and they got the IRS off their ass. And in this situation, that was the benefit. So it wasn't a matter of the monthly interest savings or payment savings. It was a matter of getting that money to get the vehicle so they can get the working back reliably and get that money for the IRS. Or it could be something like a wedding. You're paying for your daughter's wedding and you decide not to use a home equity line of credit for one of a few reasons, or you can't get a home equity line of credit. You've got to do a first mortgage. So you do your first mortgage to get for your daughter's wedding. It's not a matter of the payment savings or the interest savings. However, if you can derive a payment and interest savings and get the cash that you need, obviously that's a bonus, and your skilled mortgage loan originator is going to check that out for you. So you can see, typically, I'm going to show you later on in the following chapters, paying extra to get the lower interest rate long term usually wins out. And when we get to explaining the APR in one of the following chapters, I'll show you that. So these are just a few examples of choosing the rate that's right for you. There is no one interest rate. Choosing the no cost rate is not a generic solution for everybody. Choosing the lowest rate is not a generic solution for everybody. Determining a break-even point, like saying everybody needs to have a break-even point of 3 years, is not something that you do for everybody. It all depends on your situation. You know, whenever the loan breaks even and how long you're going to be living in the home, or whatever you're trying to get, whatever benefit you're trying to get out of it, you need to choose the interest rate that puts you in the best position, and your skilled mortgage loan originator is going to help you do that. And of course, in the following chapters, I'm going to show you how to find a skilled mortgage loan originator. All right, so this concludes section 3 of chapter 1, choosing the interest rate that is right for you. This is part of a playlist, so the next video should play. If it does not, please go into the description of this video to the lesson outline. Like I mentioned, it is hyperlinked, so you can go ahead and click on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you shortly on the next video.